Hey, y'all. Welcome to today's keynote. We are on day 7, or we are on episode 7 of my 30-day live series. I'm going live Monday through Friday for 30 days, giving you all the deets and all of my information on the areas of marketing and public relations, media, funding, and even life. But today we are talking about funding because funding rejections happen all the time. I remember my first time getting rejected for funding, and let me tell you, I thought I was ready. I thought I was bank ready. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Are you bank ready? Preparing your business for funding approval. We're going to give you 5 tips to get started. Now, these are things that you can start doing immediately to begin to prepare yourself for funding. The one thing that I will say is that when we look at the world today, the world is favoring businesses. The world is favoring businesses and corporations. So even if you are a small business, set yourself up for success to be able to engage in what's partaking in the land right now. Okay. I've been telling everybody I have a saying. I'm not going to say it right now, but I have a saying about this. Okay. If you are in our private Facebook group right here, the Backstage Pass group, you know what I'm talking about because I say it in there all the time. And it is complimentary. So find the link, or I'll post a link after this to make sure that you guys can get in. But let's get started. Now, with these sessions, the one thing I'm going to tell you to do is make sure that when you're coming on live with me, or if you're watching the replay, make sure that you have a pen and paper, because each day we're talking about something different, but it's going to help you up level the visibility and structure of your brand. So get your notebooks out and let's get to it. These sessions are I'm trying to guarantee that they will only be 10 to 15, max 20 minutes. So it's short bites, but it's information that you can use right now. All right. Now, it is hard for me to see the chat, and I am going back and forth between 2 screens. So if you see me moving back and forth, that's what's going on. So let's talk about our key points for today, right? Funding approval. The first thing is first. I told you guys the other day that you need to be very clear within your brand, who you are, what you do, why you do it, and how you serve, and clear in your messaging. What is the story behind the brand, right? Because they want to know those things as well, along with the 5 tips that I'm going to give you today. All right. Now, the first thing is first. Your business entity matters, right? You want to look at if you're having an LLC or a corporation. It's critical. Having an LLC or corporation is critical for credibility, right? So make sure that your legal entity is set up properly. Now, I am not an attorney. I can't give you advice. Go to a business attorney to make sure that it's set up how you see it as set up, or how you want it to be set up, and how it should legally be set up. Okay, so reach out to a business attorney for that. Okay. The second thing, now this is something I had to tell y'all a little bit story around this one. You have to separate your finances, your business bank account, business credit card, and have your bookkeeping in order. And it should not be meshed with your personal. So when I was young, as you guys know, I was a hairstylist, right? And I was in the salon. Now listen, y'all, I was making bank. And a lot of it I had in cash. So there was 2 things that I was not doing. So if you're a cash business, listen up. I was not putting my cash in the bank to be able to prove income when it came time to purchase like a car, a house. It looked like I didn't make any money because I would take that cash and go straight to the mall, or take that cash and go get something to eat. And I went to go get a car. And the man said, "Oh, it looks like you pull your bank statements, all this stuff." He said, "It looks like you don't make any money." Now, mind you, at this point, I'm really pissed because I got a lot of money. He just wasn't in the bank. And I'm like, I make more than you. I can guarantee you I make more than you. And I had a little attitude. And he told me, he said, "You know what?" He said, "Let me help you. My wife is a hairstylist. And she did that before I met her. And this is what you have to do. You have to make sure, one, you separate them, your business and personal, and you put the money in the bank." He said, "You can take it out, but you need to put it in there to show income, right? So I would say make sure your business account, your business credit card, and your bookkeeping is in order. Now, if you don't have a bookkeeper or an attorney, reach out to me, DM me. I'll give you some references. Make sure you're set up properly. Reach out to a bookkeeper or an attorney, and make sure you're set up, right? Because we want to get funding. The money is out there. They're trying to give it to us, and we need to be prepared to get it, okay? Make sure you have a paper trail. Up to date licenses, up to date EIN, your operating agreements, your tax filings, everything needs to be up to date. That's tip number 3. Okay. Up to date. Let me say it again. Up, y'all hear me? To date. Up to date. Number 4, you need a business credit profile. I would begin to get your business credit profile started, DUNS numbers, trade lines, credit monitoring. Begin to build your credibility. Remember how your personal credit is basically your viability and your ability to, it's a word that I'm looking for that I cannot get. It's like I need to remember this word because I said it one time and I was like, oh, that's so good. But it's what we know about you. It lets us know that you're a credible person without knowing you. I'll figure out the word, but that's what I'm saying. Now, on the flip side, for your business, it does the same thing. So begin to build out that business credit profile. Now, with our funding partners, we have a program to help you with that. Trust me. Okay. Now, additionally, you want to have your pre-funding checklist. What to have ready before you apply to increase approval odds. Now, I have that checklist. If you want that checklist, there's a couple things you got to do. You need to be in our Backstage Pass complimentary group here on Facebook. I'll make sure I post a link. And 2, DM me and say, can I have the pre-funding checklist? And this is a checklist. Now, listen, I don't care how long it takes you to get there. Okay. Start to begin to compile these things to get ready for funding. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to think about is the fact that you are not a small business. You are a big business. Okay. When I was in corporate, something that they used to tell me is dress and act where you want to be versus where you are. Now, let me tell you how that worked out for Keandra. I was on the phones. I worked for a Fortune 500 freight logistic company. I was on the phones, okay? And I was like, these phones ain't for me. Now, mind you, I had done hair and I wanted to work in corporate because I had done hair all my life. I had never worked for a business and I wanted to see how corporations were run. Okay, I know. So I worked part-time there, part-time corporation. So I'm on these people phone right now. Mind you, I was coming from doing hair full time. So I have flexibility. I said, I got to get off these phones. I looked at my manager and I said to him, Mike Capitano, I said to him, how I get over there? And how I get where you are? I want to do what you doing. And then I said, no, I don't want to do that. That's too much responsibility. Well, the opportunity came up. Mike basically brought me the application and was like, hey, you are great. It's time for you to get up out of this seat, fill this out. And I was like, no. He basically filled it out for me and made me get it. And then at 21, I was a supervisor for a freight logistics company with almost, I think I had like 40 to 50 employees under me at like 22. Okay. So the thing about all of that is make sure that you are preparing yourself, okay? And that you understand that you are walking in the purpose and that you are operating as where you're going, not where you are. And that's exactly what I did to get that position, all right? Now, what I did want to do is I am going to definitely show you guys. I think I have a diagram here to help you guys remember some of these tips. All right. So I'll show that at the end so that you can kind of write those tips down and make sure that you remember them. So remember to complete. Okay. I need you to complete a business profile. Your business profile and it being complete is the silent pitch to your lenders. Okay. When you have a complete business profile. It is your silent pitch to your lenders and to lenders. So I want you guys to make sure that you are getting that profile completed effectively, okay? Now, we talked about it. Today's session was all about being bank ready and preparing your business for funding approval. It can happen, guys. It can happen. So as we close out, I'm going to leave you guys with the diagram and the framework for the information just in case you missed it. If you're watching the replay, I want you to hashtag replay down below. Why I say hashtag replay? Y'all know we don't do that there. Hashtag tapped in so that I know that you are tapped into what we talked about today. And remember, if you want that checklist, I want you to do two things. Make sure you're a member of our private Facebook group, the Backstage Pass. I'll have the link in the comments. And then DM me and ask me for the checklist. I'd love to share that with you, okay? So as we close out, let me go ahead and get this framework up for you guys to jot notes. You should be taking notes. All right, guys. We shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.